So I took a last second trip with my father and I started thinking to myself, it's like, I don't know if this is the right time to go. I have a lot of good momentum on my side. And then you start to realize this is how most people end up living in their boxes of comfort. If I'm only productive in a way that is truly very encapsulated and everything's methodical and I have to have my computer here, you become a very fragile version of yourself. And kind of that's just the case with everything. No matter what, how you arrive at the thing you want is the only way you ever know how to get there. Just like working out. If I only know how to get into shape by counting calories and making sure I do fasted cardio every day on the elliptical machine, the only way I know how to get back into that shape is what I did prior. So the only way of doing it in a way that is truly sustainable and anti-fragile is a word I like to use, is in a way that my building is solid. The foundation is solid. No matter what happens, it is solid. And that's why I decided to come out on this vacation in my head. And I don't really call it vacation. I don't like using words like that. But it's just like a nice trip just to take on different sceneries, different everything. I'll be honest with you, the first few nights I did not sleep. Why? Because I was having to work kind of all night. But I like that. It forced a different level of output out of me. Because no matter what, my mission's always going to fire bright in my head. This is who I am. This is how I'm built. I don't try to suppress it. I don't tell myself it doesn't exist. I don't say, well, you just have to enjoy the times. I'm having the hell of a time. I'm having the time of my life. But I'm still getting the things I need to done every single day. Because it doesn't stop. It's what's needed on the dotted line for me to make sure that this is what I need to have out of my life, and I have to get there. But in the process, I can enjoy this ridiculous view out here. I can spend time, and I had a guy whose name is Greg. I call him Cousin Greg. And he took me out for a surfing trip. And I kid you not, it was just like, for me, like being around these type of people that just inject this certain energy into you. You have no idea how much it burns that mission even brighter. Because then you're around people that just fill up your heart. Now I'm doing everything from my heart. I'm not thinking with my brain as much. I'm just letting my soul pour out into everything that I do. Every interaction that I have, the people that are around, they're going to get the best of me. Even if I was up all night, they don't have to know that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's you versus you and the people around you. Enjoy the people you have around you. You don't take it for granted. That's why you train everything daily. I haven't taken a day off since I've been on this vacation. Why? I know every day I have to go out and train. It's a mental modality I like to be in. Doesn't matter. If I didn't have a gym access, which I'm very thankful that I have the gym that I do, I would just rip push-ups. It's a part of the way I do things. I'm not going to stop just because I'm on a trip. But in the process, you better believe, yeah, absolutely. Now I'm spending time with people I genuinely love. I'm seeing sceneries I've never seen in my entire life. I look up to God and I say Alhamdulillah every single time. I just look up and I just say thank you. And I'm telling you that gratitude isn't like contentment of like, well, I'm good and I'm happy. That's not gratitude to me. Gratitude to me is now I understand why I've been blessed the way I have been. And it's my job to move that as far forward as I possibly can. Leave that for my kids or my nephews and nieces. Doesn't really matter. But I want to leave everything I have out on the line every single day. I empty the clip on energy every single day. I go to bed, I pass out before my head hits the pillow, and I get back up and I do the same thing the next day. And it's because there's no other way to live. You're living at a high entropy state. It's just speed, it's fast, it's enjoyable. And the thing is, you're not thinking to yourself, well, I need to save myself for the next day. Day by day, you move everything forward. You appreciate the really, really awesome moments, but you also appreciate the fact that, you know what, I have my health, I can move right, I'm in great shape. I have to take advantage of this stuff. My grandfather used to always say, if you don't use it, you lose it. What he'd always say, and I actually do live by that purpose. Helicopter blew the production, but nonetheless, just to wrap it all up, be very appreciative of what you have, and that means you move it forward. It's your obligation as a human being, and as a man especially, to take what you've been given and you move it forward. I promise you it'll change your life. Doesn't matter if you're on a trip or not, the mission will always be there. And that's something that has to be done every single day. There is no breaks, there is no 5 days off. I'm not doing it because I'm a David Goggins type where it's like, dude, work hard all the time and you can't enjoy anything. It's just about what's needed on the dotted line, and it's unapologetic. We all have 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with those 24 hours? And you move it forward every single day. Don't think about next week. Don't think about next month. Today. You have 24 hours. Knock it out the park. Move it on.